What's up? I'm Hugz. That's Sam. Welcome to Hugz and Sam.
You're salty.
Today, we're jumping into Mob Psycho episode 6. The last episode was really kind of a turning point for the show. We thought of mostly a kind of pure comedy. There were some other elements mixed in to the batch, but it was mostly like a comedy replacement for One Punch. Okay, and we saw some really crazy stuff. We saw a little more in-depth background to Mob's earlier life and an incident that happened with his brother, and potentially this crazy creature that he became in the last episode. We saw maybe that has happened to him previously when his brother was attacked.
Right.
We saw Teru at his highest point of thinking he was the master of the world, like
and
ruler
then
of
he
everything.
got like his hair shaved,
he got
and
connied.
was nude, and he was like,
he got connied, he got his clothes all taken off, and Mob turned into this crazy, awesome, powerful, mega creature person god thing, and like crumbled the whole school, like threw everything up through the sky, and then like it crashes to the ground. Like it was really emotional. It was like sad. It was poignant. Like it had a lot of points that were true to life.
yeah,
Talking about equality and, even if you are really good at something, you need to be humble and not using what you have over other people, and him refusing to use his psychic powers against another person because it wasn't the right thing to do, even though in the end he did. And he took it as an L.
right.
He felt like even though it wasn't his choice.
Yeah, and even though like he like totally wrecked him, he still felt like he lost.
Because he lost his temper, I guess, or his ability to contain his emotions.
Which is kind of like really powerful.
Also,
really emotional.
Dimple.
Yeah.
Got psychic waved. But maybe he'll come back.
Mixed emotions about him, though,
I feel like he's going to come back because they talked about him again. They said Mob was searching for him for a couple hours, or for 3 hours. So it's like maybe he'll make a return in the show.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cute because like they had that little mini montage of them, different moments they had together.
Yeah. They let it up like he was going to be real upset that he like...
And then nothing. It was like at 50% and then stayed at 50%.
He's like, no, I'm fine. Like nothing. I don't feel nothing.
All right, but let's jump into this episode and see what's going on now. Discord to become one. Speaking of Discord, join our Discord server. Come talk to us. Hang out. Does he not speak just logging out?
なんか電波悪くて満足しましたか？そんな、もう一回呼んでくださいよ。落ち着いてください。神経使うんですよ、これは。親父？今の動きは？当時流行っていたドラマ「ジャンプフード戦士マイケール」の主人公の奥義チーズバーガートルネードだが、あ、何それ？それよりもだ一押しよ。要件を担当直入に言いなさい。親父。突然鳥を見破られちゃしょうがねえ。
Damn.
俺はその金で一生遊んで暮らすんだよ。おお、思い出しました。パスワードは。
Oh, damn! Get a job, you bum! Cheeseburger tornado! An actual effective move.
Yeah.
相手の髪の毛を刈り取って服を剥ぎ取ってプライドへし折って友達なくさせて通ってる学校を破壊してもいいんですかね。
See, but the school looked like it was replaced, didn't it?
Yeah.
So he's not conscious. He doesn't like remember what's happening. We knew he was unconscious when he was a kid, but
Yeah.
何人もの依頼人がお前のおかげで救われただろ。マイナス面
It's crazy. He doesn't even want
刃
them
物は使いよう
anymore.
だろう。
超能力対決したんでしょ。ピクピク。話したくない。じゃあ今日はいいわ。でもいつか必ず話を聞かせてもらうわよ。あれって宇宙人の仕業じゃなかったの？っていうかそれ以外にも超能力者っている
いました。そういえば師匠からは何も感じないよ。
I mentioned that like forever ago.
霊能力者だから。
Spiritual, not
何それ
psychic.
ルイ
Okay.
まあいいわこの後デートしましょう
Huh?
一緒に探すのよテレパシー使いのそして宇宙とつながる第一歩を踏み出すの
僕、脳幹電波部じゃないんですけど。
じゃあ誰が倒したんだ。肉塊部の誰かだろ。
They're gonna meet Mob and be like,
嫌いな紳士。
Really?
Really? Yeah.
彼を巻き込むな。され。
Be gone.
悪かったな。
That's
どう
cool.
いう。
細けいことはいいんだ。
Tosa.
悪いな影山天下さんバカだからちゃんと説明できる。
バカ野郎が。こいつと話してんだよ。黙ってろ。
そうだね。
We haven't seen the president before this, right?
もう一つインパク
We
ト。
saw the vice president.
いいじゃない。
Someone who's one of the smartest students in the nation, wants to create a peaceful environment. Who does that sound like?
影山君。
If he finds a notebook on the ground.
よかった。待ち伏せした海岸。君の超能力、私の研究施設でもっと増幅させてみないかい。
僕を兄さんと勘違いしている。
あ、トメさん、あの人。い
何超能力者
や、あの人すごい髪型
His
してる
hair
な。
is
I love
legit, I was
his
about to
hair.
say.
Yeah. Something's gonna happen with the brothers.
部長、影山君が。
大丈夫です。
スタミナついてきたんじゃないか。
I love that they're like 4%. I love that they're like so supportive of him.
I know.
It's really cool how that dynamic works with the group, you know?
Yeah.
覚醒ラン
Because I honestly didn't think that was gonna work out the way it did.
どう見ても
変な髪型の人
大人の超能力者だ。なんだろう、この感じ。
I like that he's like hidden in the hoodie.
Yeah.
It's like pure shadow.
見間違いでした。
僕見てあの髪型すごい変じゃない
See, none of these people are gonna be like the same as Mob, you know?
He's like Elvis.
念動
Just
力。
barely broke
これ
the
す
spoon.
ごいのか。
続いて黒崎玲さん。10枚のカードから1枚を当てる超直感力が
1
持
out
ち
of
主。そ
10.
の確率 62%。
62%.
離れていても
The dude's
彼の
head
間
looks
で
like a
意
box.
思疎通ができるテレパシー使い。
That's actually kind of cool.
こちら影山
I feel like the twin thing
仲
is
良くしてやっ
cool.
てくれ。
Yeah.
よろしく。
よろしくね
みんな
It's like
三
square
浦さんに
circle.
何かされた。
そんな人息の悪い。
大丈夫だよ。そのおっさんただ超能力に憧れてるだけだから。まったくだ、俺は恥ずかしいぞシンジ。まだ偏差値70いってないんだってな。本当に俺の弟かよ。バイオリンも絵画も書道もダメで才能ないか
I
ら
love how it
生徒
shows
会
like
長
him
になったんだろ
living
う。
like
だ
in
った
the
ら勉強する
shadow,
時
you
間あ
know?
るだろう。どこまで父さんや母さんを出動させるんだ。
That's really cool.
Yeah, it is.
Him being able, like, unable to get away from the visage of his brother talking and like.
勝手に曲がっちゃうんだ。
おならかってんの。
あなた食事中に下品よシゲ少しは律を見習いなさい
そうだね。リツは僕より器用だし、変なことしないし。
Doesn't do anything weird.
That conversation was much different. Like,
Yeah.
says
おは
good, you
よ
know?
う影山。
Yeah.
どうしたんですか
Changing.
会長。こんな朝早くに呼び出しなんて。これは女子のリコーダー袋だね。中には何が入ってると思う？女子のリコーダーですね。正解と呼ばれるゴミどもがいる。生徒会で彼らを排除すべきだ。
そんな過激なことは言ってない。勝手に人の発言をねじ曲げないでください。
ところで影山くん、これは我が校の最も目立つゴミ、鬼瓦くんの机なんだ。
本気なんですか、会長。エリート志向のあなたがどうして。リツは僕より器用だし、変なことしないし。
兄の真似はよせ。
僕だって。
僕にもできるようになるのかな
うん。だってリツは僕の弟だもん。そうか。
He's at like a moral impasse, you know? Oh, wow.
おい事件だ事件。気持ち悪い。
See, I don't get exactly what the whole recorder thing was like.
授業だと無理なんですけど
I don't either.
Like why it's such a big deal.
生徒会主導のもと犯人探しをし
Like they just
Just like
took apart all the
vandalism or
yeah.
something.
鬼瓦の机は君が開けるんだ
See, but if he did that, why would he put them all on his
勝手に
desk?
他人の机
You know what I mean?
君だったのか
は何のこと
変態
See, why does that make him a...
Yeah, I'm very confused by what this.
発見
Because
さ
they
れた
say
んだ
the
よ
girl...
Yeah.
人目を盗んでペロペロするつもりだったんだろ
Like
う
that.
変態の鬼瓦くん
カムロてめえぶん殴るぞ
It's like kissing
今
all
な
the
らまだ
girls
間に合
or
う
whatever.
謝るんだ
フッカーに置きっぱなしにしてた
影山くんカバンにも仕込んでたのかノリノリじゃないかそんな手にしたのカバンを
Oh wow!
みんな逃げろ変態が怒った
Run, everyone! The pervert is back. It's like they're running from freaking Godzilla or something.
Yeah.
そうだよマリコお前なら俺を信じてく
Oh wow! I love that that one word like hits him. So I love the way that they do imagery in this. Like,
Yeah.
この日
You like can't escape
積み
it.
重ねてきた
影山くん見た鬼瓦の顔得意の喧嘩じゃ何一つ解決できないって
Is the emotion of that gonna like unlock something in him?
何をしてるんだ僕は帰ります実は僕超能力ないので
Him and
うち
the
の近所で
president
何をうろついてるんです最近
both kind of go through the same thing though with the older brother, you
条
know?
例依頼が入ったんでなついでに手伝ってくれねえかお断りします兄と違い僕に特別な能力はないのでそうなのかマブの弟なのになでも俺が思うにあいつは才能薄いぜ
いやそいつはどうだ
Oh, wow.
So he does have some ability.
なんだこれ
His dimple!
He found...
風船じゃない
Oh snap!
この世界
That's awesome. I love that it shows like
Oh
in
my
the end we
gosh.
get the dimple reveal, so Dimple's back, and we get oh that's a claw right in my shoulder. Okay, we get the dimple
You've
reveal.
got hair all over
It's
you.
bad. It's so bad.
We need to brush her. That's gross.
I don't know if y'all could see this throughout the entire. Holy guacamole! I didn't even notice this.
Just keep it in the
Yeah.
phone.
All right. But anyway, so throughout
get a
this
lint roller.
episode, we've been getting Kageyama's view of life, essentially, like wanting to be like his older brother. Where also we saw the president kind of striving, not necessarily striving to be his older brother, but kind of hindered down. So
Right.
for Kageyama, it was more of a pride thing. Like he loves his brother. You see in their relationship a lot. He looks up to him. He wants to be like him. Whereas the president's version was more of like a you're not as good as you know
Yeah.
your brother, and his brother kind of treats him in that way. Like how are you?
And he
you
just like tried to ignore it and turn it out.
You haven't even gotten a 70%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like the same type of struggle of living with an older brother that has more potential, or not even more potential, but you know they just get more praise or more visible ability. And he got drawn down to that level, though, that I think you can obviously see he regrets.
Right.
And then to not even know that he's unlocked that, I'm hoping like in the next episode that guy's gonna seek him out and be like,
You did
look,
this
dude, you know,
spin, like-
or well, even so, he found Dimple, so that should show him in itself
Yeah.
that he can see these
Yeah.
spirits and whatever. But what I am kind of worried about is Dimple is a joke character a little bit, like he's funny and does funny things, but he also is evil.
Yeah.
And I feel like he could
Turn
maybe
him?
sway,
Yeah.
maybe sway him in a way that would not be the best.
Right. And that's what I was just thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could totally, like, have him, like, be kind of against Mob at one point or something.
Exactly.
Because it kind of seems like it's going that
kind
way.
Of poison
like,
his mind.
Because that whole, like, you know, they're eating and he bends the spoon. Like, that conversation in, like, episode 1 or 2 was completely different than the one we just saw. Like, you can see his change, you know.
You can see it.
You can see it with your eyeballs.
Great episode though. Well, I would say good episode.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say great. There was a lot of filler in this episode.
100% the whole recorder thing, the pervert thing. Like, I just thought that was like the stupidest thing ever.
I mean, once they said the whole thing about are you gonna lick it or whatever, I was like, okay.
Still, like, what was the point in that? I don't get the point of that.
Just like I would assume it's like so we can like kiss it. Like,
but like, why did the show need that for like 10 minutes?
Well, why they need it for that long, I don't know. But they were just trying to set him up to like, it pushes the story of like Kageyami like stooping to that level to try to, you know, feel like he's part of the student council and working with the president. Like, there's that dynamic of it. There's also to kind of mess with Ogun. No, I can't say his name. Ogun Nawara or something.
The
like
guy
that.
who is the perv.
Yeah.
Like, mess with him.
Yeah, to mess with him, bring him down a peg, and his ongoing story with trying to figure out who the real shadow leader is and getting the mob. So, I mean, it was driving a couple different stories. I personally, it wasn't my favorite part.
It wasn't my favorite way they could have drove those things.
I feel like it was a kind of a filler episode.
Yeah.
A little bit. Like, there was some new information we needed. There was some character growth and development, but it was like 30 to 40% of the episode.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think it was a good episode. I liked it overall.
Yeah.
I liked
it ends. It's just that one part I was like, that's dumb. And that's just my opinion. I'm going to keep it real with you guys.
Keep it 100.
Hopefully you still love me because I love y'all.
Keep it 100.
But I'm
all right, but let us know
Psycho 100.
what you thought in the comments section down below. Like it if you did. Sub if you don't already. Shout out to our patrons watching the full and early reactions up on Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. You don't know how much it means. It means the world to us. We'll be back with more videos soon. We love you guys. Bye.